This is Mark Jewell with Speaking to a Better You, and today I'm in my office with Nick Palkowski, who is a youth speaker from Madison, Wisconsin. Now, I've actually had the privilege of working with Nick when he was a trainee of mine back when he was the state FFA president here in Wisconsin. So Nick knows youth organizations and understands youth, and I've been watching some of his content that he has online. He has some really nice free videos that you can access at nickpalkowski.com. Really good stuff, really good content, and I've been so impressed. I wanted to get him in, talk about what he's doing. So Nick, give it to us. Tell us what you're doing these days in the youth speaking arena.
Well, thanks a lot, Mark, for having me in here. And really what I'm doing, my business is really focused just on student organizations, because that's my background. I grew up, in FFA, and I really am passionate about student organizations, and I believe that that's where I learned a lot of my skills, so I really want to focus in there and helping the student organizations, specifically the officer teams, achieve.
Okay.
So what I did was actually created basically the training that I wish I had when I was a chapter officer. Because the way the training worked for me as an officer, and I'm sure probably for you and many other officers, is at the beginning of the summer you have a couple days of really in-depth
chapter
training.
officer retreat.
Exactly. You maybe go away, go camping or something like that. Maybe you have a couple other chapters in there, but then you go over all this. You go over all of this material, and then within a few weeks, a few months, when school starts finally actually getting back going, and when you need all this material, everybody has pretty much forgotten everything they learned.
Right.
And that's just such a waste to me.
Exactly.
So what I've done is created the complete student leader training system.
Okay.
And what that involves is basically a 4-hour live workshop. I still think the live training is very important, especially at the beginning of the year.
Right, to get that in-person experience.
Exactly. You're able to work, especially since I have a lot of background training in experiential education, which think high and low ropes courses, team building, things like that.
Yeah.
So that stuff is really great for building that team dynamic, really starting to get that process going.
Doing that forming and norming stage, right, where we're just starting to get to know each other as a team.
Exactly. Those experiential elements are really good for kick-starting and just making that process happen even faster. But then after that is over, it's important that we keep the training going throughout the rest of the year.
Right. Okay.
And so what this training system does is actually every single month, at least three videos are going to be sent to each of the officers through an online training program.
Right.
And they're going to get this additional training. And really that training is going to focus on several different areas. There's the Ninja Leaders module, which is basically personal growth, defining who you are, values, how to create success habits.
Right.
Then there's also one on growing a team, so that's going to be all your team dynamics, really how to create a high-performing team, and it goes through all the stages of group development, the norming, forming, storming, performing, adjourning, everything like that.
Okay.
There's also other modules on how to actually run an organization. So that's going to be your project planning, your committee planning, how to delegate, how to increase member involvement, which is a big one, because I know over this last year I've been surveying a lot of organizations, a lot of members, officers, advisors, and one of their biggest concerns is getting other members involved in their organization. Not just having people who are members, but having active involvement.
Getting them actively doing something, producing something for the organization.
Exactly. So we're going to have a whole section that's dedicated to ways to do that using the stages of change module, and there's also going to be other areas about how to leave a legacy, and there's going to be areas on how to present, how to effectively present your ideas both to members in the organization or the outside community too.
Great. Outstanding. So what I really like about your system, Nick, is, and I'm guilty of as a trainer, being the guy who has shown up, done the workshop, we've been there, I was there for 2 days, and then you never see me again. And when I was doing a lot of youth development, I guess the technology wasn't there. We didn't have YouTube. We didn't have the ability to easily create membership websites where students can become a member of kind of an online community, and you can share your valuable content. So that's the first thing I like. The next thing that I really like is your content really is rooted in research. I mean, you're talking about situational leadership, which is proven academic theory. You know, and some of the different components that you're putting into your program are really good, you know, straight out of some of the best, most well-respected leadership resources available to us. But you're not only using academic research, you're combining it with your personality, your style, and a technology where our students today are playing. They're playing online, they're used to getting stuff via YouTube, they're used to getting information via text message or via Facebook or, you know, whatever it is. Maybe not even email so much anymore. And so you're doing a good job of meeting the students, and that's your target, right? I mean, it's FCCLA and FFA, all the acronyms, right?
Yeah, any 4 letters you can combine, you know.
Yeah, right. So, tell you what, Nick Palkowski is a well-respected former student of mine. We've stayed in touch over the past several years since I had the privilege of working with him. I watched him grow, and you need to give him a call. You simply just need to give him a call and get him in to work with your students. I will not recommend somebody that I don't believe can actually have an impact and make some change in your students, and I think Nick can do that for you. So please give him a call, and where do they reach you, Nick?
The best way to reach me, you can give me a call at 888-317-2754, or you can visit nickpalkowski.com, or if you would like some free training material, you can go to the studentleadertraining.info.
Okay, great. Well, this is Mark Jewell interviewing Nick Palkowski, and for more information on Speaking to a Better You, go ahead and shuffle on over to speakingtoabetteryou.com, and again, hit Nick up at nickpalkowski.com or Student Leadership Info.
Studentleadertraining.info.
Studentleadertraining.info, that's his site. We look forward to seeing you on the email and on our websites. Thanks.